Mary, and her eyes transfixed onto what's transpiring. This eye entering into Mary, because the thumb represents a sexual act. The thumb is dipping into the water. See how the thumb connects into the water? Because there's a sexual act. The thumb is dealing with the woman energy, the vagina, the blue, the arch, the stabbing into the vagina that formed a sexual act. Because how can a man be touching the virgin? Because there was a touching that was done. There was a sexual act that was being done. And Leonardo painted the sea. You see what transpired, what happened. This sexual act dipping into that formed a C. And C is the third letter in the alphabet. But look at the map that you will see here. In the map, there's one ring, two ring or two line, one here, one, two, and then inside of the hand is a 3. It's upside down. You see it now? 3. 1, 2, 3. This is a seal. This is a seal because Jesus is really not the actual name of Jesus, but it's talking about the hidden one. Amen is hidden. That one is hidden, just as you see the 3 is hidden. You see, if you was to write 23 without the 1, it would be 23 because the 1 is hidden. What I'm going to show you is 1, 2, 3. Because one line, 1, 2, and 3. And there's a breaking of the bread here because the thumb once again represents a sexual act, the breaking of the veil. You see. And Mary's hand is connected to the 3 because 3 is also the Trinity, past, present, and future. But also 3 represent the triple goddess, the connection of 1, this hand, the Virgin Mary, and the Virgo Jesus that's being used to portray what's actually happened. And they spill off the 1, the 2, the 3. Jesus' finger points down to form 1. With the 3 here is 13. Because we're talking about a bloodline. We're talking about a sexual act. We're talking about a act that has had a metamorphosizing effect in the future because this is futuristic talk. Jesus and Mary Magdalene, it's a hidden meaning. Because if you understand that Mary, if you listen to the meaning, Mary is also the wording of the word what? To marry, right? Well, how is it that her name, Mary, is also Mary Magdalene? You see, Mary Magdalene is also saying Mary, as in Marian the magician. So, I'm going to explain a lot more to you of the dual meaning of the 2. The holding is the holding of the phallus, and it's in direct proportion to his sexual organs. And there's a hole that opens up, a portal that forms again a face. All this is connected from darkness to light. The inverted pyramid is also a phallus, and it's also cold talk because the V is the first letter for Virgo. Which is why he's showing the head looking at Leo that form the tri-formation. 3 into 2, entering into her vagina. This is why. This is supposed to be her head and her neck, but her neck is too wide to be a neck. But if you look inside, you will see on the neck, I don't know if you can see it, you have to zoom in, is a 3 that he placed on her hair, on her neck. Can you see it now? Look at that 3. I can bring it down. Look at that 3. He formed a 3 in her hair. You see? And it's connecting into the 7. It formed a 7. He depicted a 7. As is saying, a 7 also that formed her 6 because she is the 6th placement, the Virgo. 7. And 2, the red and the blue. 7. But 6 and 7 is also saying that the Virgo is September. And he left the math to show it because you have 3, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, which makes 6. And 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9. At this point, it makes 9. And you know why it makes 9? Because from left to right, it formed the level here. Because the Libra represents the scale, the level, the leveling up. The hands pointing here. But he also formed a Masonic gesture inside. His hand is inside of his cloak. You see. And he's telling you, just as he said it in the John the Baptist's last painting, he formed the 1. And if you zoom in, that 1 looks like a phallus. It's extended too long to be real. But the 1 is really a phallus. But it's talking about the chosen one. It's talking about that Messiah, as they use, because all this is futuristic talk. And I'm not talking about your return of a Jesus Messiah, but I'm talking about the anointed one. And again, it formed a 13 again, the 1 and the 3 inside. Just as you have this same 3. Because your right is left and your left is right. 1, 2, and 3. Past, present, and future. The Last Supper is talking. It's a cold talk. And it's a hidden, deeper meaning. Not just the sexual act entering into the pearl tongue, the lips of the vagina, the circular formation of the vagina, the opening up. But you will also see the seal of this one. The seal of this one, you will see the number of 23. It gets dark and mysterious as he looked towards the blue blood. You see the blue blood, but the feminine water as well of the 13th sun pointing up. This is why you see Jesus' head over the sun symbol, a double sun.